Have you noticed that since menopause falling asleep feels impossible? Or you wake up at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, more tired in the morning than when you went to bed? You're not alone. Nearly half of women over 60 struggle with this, yet most are told it's just aging. But here's the truth, it's not. And with a few natural self-care steps, you can sleep better and wake up with real energy again. Stay with me, because today I'm sharing 4 science-backed tips you can start tonight. I'm Dr. Perriera, a gynecologist with more than 30 years of experience guiding women through menopause and beyond. I've sat with countless women who whisper their frustration. "Doctor, I'm exhausted all day, but I can't seem to rest at night." If that sounds familiar, know this: you are not broken, and there are safe, natural ways to restore your rhythm. According to the Mayo Clinic, hormonal changes after menopause lower melatonin and disrupt the brain's sleep signals. Add stress, irregular routines, or evening habits like late caffeine and too much screen time, and the cycle continues. But here's the hopeful part. By adjusting your daily care, you can reset your body's internal clock and reclaim both your sleep and your energy. Think of your nights like a garden. If weeds take over and the soil is neglected, flowers cannot bloom. But with a little light water and care, the same garden flourishes. Your body works the same way. With gentle, consistent self-care, restful nights and energized mornings are possible again. Before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. What's harder for you right now, falling asleep or staying asleep through the night? Share your answer in the comments. Your story could give comfort to another woman who feels the same way. Many women over 60 tell me, "Dr. Perriera, I've tried everything, yet I still can't sleep." Often the problem isn't that they're doing nothing. It's that some of their everyday habits, which seem harmless, are actually working against their body's ability to rest. Let's look at the most common mistakes I see in my clinic. The first mistake is evening caffeine. A warm cup of tea, coffee, or even a piece of dark chocolate may feel comforting, but caffeine lingers in the body for up to 8 hours. According to the Mayo Clinic, even a modest amount after 2 p.m. can reduce your deep sleep. One of my patients, Eleanor, enjoyed her nightly square of chocolate, never realizing it was the reason she was wide awake at midnight. When she moved her treat to lunchtime, her nights improved almost immediately. The second mistake is relying on screens right before bed. Phones, tablets, and TVs emit blue light that suppresses melatonin, the hormone your body relies on to trigger sleep. Many women tell me they wind down with their favorite shows or scrolling social media, but in reality, that glowing screen is telling the brain, "Stay awake." Think of it like leaving all the lights on in your bedroom. You can't expect your body to rest in full brightness. The third mistake is uneven hydration. Some women avoid drinking water all day, then try to catch up with several glasses at night. This almost guarantees multiple bathroom trips that break your sleep cycle. Margaret, one of my longtime patients, thought limiting water would help with swelling in her legs. Instead, she found herself waking 3 or 4 times each night. By spreading her hydration earlier in the day, she cut those wake-ups in half. The fourth mistake is skipping relaxation. Many women go straight from busy chores, worrying about family or stressful conversations, into bed expecting their body to instantly shut off. But the nervous system doesn't work like a switch. It needs time to land gently, like an airplane descending. Without a calming routine, your body holds onto tension that blocks deep rest. I share these not to make you feel guilty, but to give you insight. These habits are incredibly common, and many of us were never taught the impact they have on sleep. The good news is, once you see the hidden barriers, you can begin to remove them. Think of it like trying to listen to your favorite music while 4 radios play static in the background. Each of these mistakes is one of those radios. By turning them down, you allow your body's natural sleep rhythm, the true melody, to come through. So now I'd like to ask you, which of these habits sounds most familiar in your own evening's late caffeine, too much screen time, unbalanced hydration, or skipping relaxation? Share it below in the comments. You'll be surprised how many women are experiencing the exact same struggle. Now that you know the habits that quietly steal your rest, let's focus on the hopeful side, what you can actually do tonight to sleep better and wake up more energized. These 4 natural tips are simple, safe, and backed by both science and decades of experience with women just like you. Tip 1. Morning light exposure. Your body has an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. One of the strongest ways to reset this clock is through natural light. According to the Cleveland Clinic, getting 15 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight helps boost melatonin production later at night, making it easier to fall asleep. A short walk outside, even around your garden, can do more for your sleep than any pill. Think of it as charging your battery for the day ahead. Tip 2. Create a calming bedtime ritual. Instead of ending the day with TV or your phone, choose one simple practice that signals to your body, it's time to rest. This could be gentle stretching, journaling, reading something light, or sipping a cup of caffeine-free herbal tea. One of my patients, Barbara, began writing down 3 things she was grateful for each night. She told me it helped clear her mind of worry and allowed her to fall asleep within minutes, something she hadn't experienced in years. Tip 3. Balance hydration and evening meals. Drink water steadily throughout the day, but taper off in the evening to avoid waking for bathroom trips. At dinner, keep your meal light and avoid heavy or spicy foods close to bedtime. Foods rich in magnesium like leafy greens, almonds, or a banana can help your muscles relax and support better sleep quality. Think of it as preparing the soil for your night garden to flourish. Tip 4. Practice deep breathing or relaxation exercises. Your nervous system needs a cue to shift from daytime alert to nighttime calm. Deep breathing is one of the most powerful ways to do this. Try the 4-4-6 method tonight. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. Do this 5 times before bed. Many women are surprised by how quickly their body responds, almost like flipping a gentle switch toward rest. These 4 tips are not about perfection, they're about small, consistent steps. Even if you start with just 1 tonight, you may notice changes within days or weeks. And as they build on each other, the benefits compound: deeper sleep, brighter mornings, and a stronger sense of energy and balance throughout your day. So let me ask you, if you had to pick just one of these tips to try tonight, which one would it be? Morning, light, a calming ritual, balanced hydration, or deep breathing? Share it in the comments, and let's see what this community of women over 60 is most excited to try first. Let me share the story of Margaret, a 64-year-old grandmother who came to see me. She was convinced that her sleepless nights were simply her new normal after menopause. She told me, "Doctor, I fall asleep for 2 hours, then I'm awake the rest of the night. By morning, I'm so drained, I can't even enjoy time with my grandchildren." Like many women, she had tried quick fixes, sleeping pills, special teas, even expensive gadgets, but nothing lasted. So together, we went back to the basics. Margaret began with 2 changes: a short morning walk to soak up natural light and a nightly ritual of stretching and writing down tomorrow's tasks before bed. Within 3 weeks, she noticed a difference. She wasn't waking up as often, and when she did, she could drift back to sleep more easily. Over time, she added mindful breathing before bed and adjusted her hydration so she wasn't up 3 times a night. 6 months later, she walked into my office glowing. She said, "I feel like myself again. I have the energy to garden, to read, to play with my grandkids, and I never thought that was possible." Margaret's transformation is not unique. I've seen countless women reclaim their nights and their joy through these simple, natural practices. And it proves something powerful. Your body after menopause is not broken. It's simply asking for a different kind of care. Think of sleep like a delicate symphony. Each habit you practice: morning light, calming rituals, balanced hydration. Deep breathing is an instrument. When one is out of tune, the music feels chaotic. But when they play together, the harmony is beautiful. Your nights become restful, and your days regain their rhythm. Or imagine your energy as a garden hose. If it's tangled and kinked water trickles out weakly, that's what poor sleep feels like: energy blocked and restricted. But when you untangle the hose with gentle self-care, energy flows freely again, nourishing every part of your life. Science confirms what Margaret experienced. The National Institutes of Health shows that consistent sleep routines can improve memory, mood, and even lower risk of chronic illness in older adults. But beyond the science, I've seen the sparkle return to women's eyes, the laughter return to their families, and the confidence return to their daily lives. So here's what I want you to remember. You are not powerless. Even one small shift tonight can open the door to transformation. Margaret thought her sleeplessness was permanent, but she discovered rest was waiting for her just beneath the surface once she gave her body the right care. And I want you to pause for a moment and imagine if tomorrow morning you woke up fully rested. What would you do first? Take a walk, call a friend, cook a meal, or simply enjoy a peaceful cup of tea. That vision is not a dream, it can be your reality. We've walked through a journey together, one that shows sleep struggles after menopause are not an unchangeable part of aging, but a signal from your body that it needs a new kind of care. You learned about the 4 common habits that quietly sabotage sleep: evening caffeine, late-night screens, uneven hydration, and skipping relaxation. These are small things, but over time they create big barriers between you and the rest your body deserves. Then we explored 4 natural tips that women over 60 can begin using tonight. First, welcoming morning light to reset your internal clock. Second, creating a calming ritual before bed to gently signal your body it's time to rest. Third, balancing hydration and light meals in the evening. And fourth, practicing deep breathing or relaxation exercises to calm the nervous system. You also heard Margaret's story, a woman who believed sleeplessness was her new normal until she tried these simple habits. Within weeks, her nights became calmer and her mornings brighter. Over time, she regained her energy, her joy, and her confidence. And if she could, so can you. Here's the hopeful truth: your body is still capable of deep, restorative rest. It doesn't require expensive pills or complicated routines. It requires consistency, kindness, and the willingness to make small changes that add up to big results. So here's my challenge to you. Tonight, choose just one of the 4 natural tips. Maybe it's a morning walk, maybe it's turning off screens earlier, maybe it's writing in a gratitude journal, or maybe it's trying the 4-4-6 breathing method. Start with 1. See how your body responds. Then share your experience in the comments. You never know how your story might inspire another woman who feels just as tired and discouraged as you once did. And if you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Elder Care Wellness, and share it with a friend who also struggles with sleepless nights. Together, we can build a community of women over 60 who rest deeply, wake with energy, and live with confidence. And before we close, let me remind you, this video is for educational purposes only. It does not replace medical advice. Every woman's body is unique. If you are experiencing pain, significant changes, or have personal concerns, please consult with your healthcare provider. Your well-being deserves personalized care. Now, I'd like to hear from you one last time. If you could wake up tomorrow feeling fully rested, what's the very first thing you'd want to do with that energy? Share your answer in the comments. I can't wait to read them.